All right, just a quick update today. First on Carson, very successful surgery. Talking to the docs, it was best case scenario. What's that mean? It means you go in, you remove the bone that was in there to remove. You look around and there's nothing else going on. So that was good news. And now it's all about the rehab process. So talked to Carson last night actually and this morning. He's in great spirits. He's already working. We already had a 20-minute meeting on the phone. He's asking me questions about stuff in the offense, and we're working through stuff. So good news there. The second update, let you know that Quentin left practice early yesterday with the foot injury. In an odd twist of events, he's got virtually the same injury as Carson. So it's not exactly the same, but it's essentially the same. Went through the same process, MRIs, consult with the docs. He's having the same procedure done today at 4 o'clock. He'll have that done here in Indy with Dr. Porter, just like Carson did. And it'll be the same time frame. We're obviously very optimistic, just like we are with Carson.
Time for a couple questions. So it's like a chip bone type of deal?
Well, actually, where Carson's was an old injury that cropped up, Q's was not an old injury. Q's was a developmental anomaly, something that he was kind of born with, something that it's always there, you never know, and then all of a sudden, here it is. So they got there different ways, but essentially the same thing. You can't make that up, right?
Like stepping on, did he step on somebody is that what caused it?
I looked back at the film a bunch yesterday. It was hard to tell if he got stepped on somebody, plant. So whatever happened, something got lodged, something got loose, and is wreaking havoc. So we'll get it out of there.
Is the timeline similar?
Timeline's the same.
Is it any different for a quarterback or a left guard?
There's varying opinions. It's essentially the same timeline. It's essentially the same timeline, I think, for those two guys. Sometimes they say for the real speed guys, because they're speed guys, sometimes they say that might take another week or two for the speed guys. So generally speaking, for the bigger guys, I consider Carson kind of in that category. He's not an outside speed guy. They're more on the front end usually on this kind of a rehab.
How do you fill that spot in the short term?
Yeah, I mean, we got a bunch of guys that we've been repping, and we were talking about it as a staff, we were talking about it individually. This is a great opportunity, right, for our guys, for us to build depth on our team. We talk about it all the time. It's just the course of a season, so we get a good chance to evaluate all those guys who can step in. And there's a handful of them, so that's what we're in the process of doing. And we'll be hopeful that Q will be back for week 1. We don't know, but that's what our hope is.
Frank, does it make it difficult to judge the offense in general, even the quarterback, when you've got these injuries like that, even with Ryan Kelly out?
This is football, right? It's hard, so you got to make it work. Yeah, we got Ryan out, we got Eric Fisher out, we got Quentin out, we got Carson out. That's the way it is for everybody. Everybody's always dealing with something. Right now we got a bunch of them, a slew of them at key positions, but I think it's a great opportunity for our guys who will step up and do a good job.
Okay, last one, injuries, aggravating it if you push 5, 6, 7 weeks out, is that a concern versus waiting 9, 10, 11 months?
I'm sorry, Kevin?
Aggravating it if you push a little earlier, is there a major concern with these types?
Oh yeah, good question. No, generally speaking, the answer to that is no. I mean, you get it fixed, and maybe you're not 100%. You're not really putting yourself in danger very much by coming back and playing with a little bit of pain, is everything I've been told.